Hey, hope everyone's doing wonderful today. I know it took me a while to get back, but I had to put my kittens to bed and I made that chili. It was pretty yummy and it knocked me out. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a blessed and wonderful day. Um, like I said before on my channel, I kind of tell my story. It's kind of scattered all over the place, but in different parts of my stories, I figured, a lot of people can relate. Because one thing that I did learn is that you think that you're the only person that goes through something, but really, there's a lot of people that go through stuff. They just handle it different and they sometimes keep it to themselves. So it's just me being an open book at this point because people make up rumors and whatnot. So, after you've done so much, just like, hey, why not tell people stuff and help them? Because there's things that, people will not tell you. Like, they'll have all the juice and won't give you none. But where I left off was where I was explaining how we would see the family members and whatnot. Um, from my stepmom and my sister's side of the family. We would see them at, my mom, my biological mother's side of the family. And again, all of this stuff is, hey, I have no idea if it's true or not, because at the place that the place of peace I am, in life, I really don't care. You know what I mean? I really don't care. Um, but it does mean something because it shaped and it formed me into who I am. So I don't want to skip anything because I know there's a lot of crazy stuff that goes on in the world. Um, so yeah, I would see, them at different places. So that raised suspicion to me, but nothing was ever confirmed. So yeah, no one get upset at me. Okay, I'm just being honest. I promise I'll be honest about everything on this channel, and I'm super nervous too. Well, that was in Cleveland. Honestly, my life really didn't begin in Cleveland. I grew up there, but it didn't begin there. I just like had brothers that knew a lot, and I had, seven brothers. So having seven brothers, of course I know a lot. It's actually crazy because it's to the point where like I date guys now and they're like, "You're so cute, but you're smart. Like, you know a lot." Like, to be a girl. And I'd be like, yeah, because I have, a lot of men in my life and I was raised by my father until I ran away. Okay, so let's get to me running away. I ran away because I actually did something wrong and I was scared to death. And I decided to just go ahead and run away. If you want to know what I ran away for, you can ask about it in, the comments. But that was when my life began because like I said, I ended up moving to Georgia. And in Georgia, things are different. Okay. They move a lot quicker. Um, no way, shape, or form will my daughter be growing up in Georgia. I'll tell you that much. um, yeah, like Georgia changed my life. Not in thank God that I got out of it in good health. I got out of it, with still a good face card. I never really like, girls go there and they want to be famous, like so bad. I don't desire to be famous. I actually think Atlanta's kind of tainted and dark. Um, I think a lot of people there are dark, inside, like empty souls, just a lot of empty souls roaming around. Um, and unfortunately, I bumped into a lot of them. Um, so I think what I'm saying with that was running away, thinking that you're like super grown, not a good idea. Because that's how, the stripping back home, I danced a little bit. But then when I got to Georgia, I danced a little bit. Like I just dibble dabbled in the streets in like any way possible. Um, yeah, like off the chain. Um, but I've always been like, I know it might sound crazy, but I always believed in God. But the biggest turn let's get to the main part. Biggest turn in my life was, when I was 15, when I moved to Georgia. I wasn't drinking, I wasn't smoking, I wasn't doing anything at first, right? Um, but like I started meeting older guys at a young age. So a lot of things were introduced to me early. And then, once I seen that there were ways to make money that, you know, didn't require me to go to school, um, and, you know, hey, I thought I was cool. Really wasn't. Um, because I was dating all these older guys and they would, take care of me and whatnot. Um, but I did get introduced to a lot of craziness. Like, when I say craziness, oh my goodness, like I can give y'all one crazy story. When I was in Georgia, I'm gonna give this guy a name. This is nowhere near his name. Okay, his name is Egg. Egg, Egg. When he introduced himself to me as if he wanted to date me, like as a friend. This was like when I was green in Georgia, so I didn't know anything about the pimping and all that. So when he met me, I'm just thinking he's this cool music producer dude, whatever, whatever. Oh yes, I did used to think I was gonna sing. um, but yeah. So I met him like that, and I liked him, and until I went to a house and I figured out that this man was a whole P word. Yeah, crazy, 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 crazy. He ended up later on going to jail too. I don't know. I think that he's out now, but I don't, want to disclose um his information. But it was just so crazy that I didn't find out that he was a P word until I went to his house and I seen his, what. But yeah, anyways, crazy. Um, so yeah, I in Georgia is just like whatever you like get attached to, or like whatever crowd or whatever, um, you pretty much like you're all in. You're all the way in. Like so, if you're the H word, because I'm not gonna cuss on my channel, but you know what I'm talking about. Or would you want to say 304? If you're that, you're gonna be that all the way. If you are a street pharmacist, you're gonna be all the way in that life. If you're a robber, you're gonna be all the way in that life. If you're a business person, you're gonna be all the way in that life. Um, but there's things that come with that life. And for me, once I was old enough, because I was staying with my aunt when I was 15. So once I was old enough to leave my aunt's house, because, of course, I was rebellious there too. And I apologize, Auntie, if you're watching this video, because I so wish I would have listened to you a long time ago, because maybe it wouldn't have took me that long to get where I am now. So yeah, once I was finally, old enough to get out my aunt's house, I pretty much started doing whatever, because I was grown. I was 18. I was, you know, doing whatever I wanted to do, roaming around. My dad had my son, dancing, little bit of this, little bit of that. Again, if you want to know more, you can ask down below in the comments. You never give up too much information. Oh, you hear this? My daughter singing. Mm. Okay. So you guys got a first song for my daughter. Um, but yeah. So I did a lot of stuff, but you know, can't go back and change anything. But I am actually happy because it made me who I am today. I saw a lot. So by me seeing the things that I seen, it made me try so many different things. But I really didn't lose my shit, tacky mushrooms, until I started drinking and stuff. Woo wee, like talking about drinking and relationships, and then the past trauma with the crazy family that might be related, and then all the craziness I seen with that. The drinking, that was just the cherry on top. Okay. So I'll be back with another video in a moment so I can tell you guys about the alcoholic sorority.